Yo, what's good? I'm on live and I'm recording myself on my iPad at the same time, so I'm going back and forth. You know what I mean? I'm on Facebook Live too. But my purpose of talking today is to discuss what's been going on. You know, in regards to what happened in Minnesota with the police officer and the gentleman that lost his life. That is one thing. Okay. Um, the protesting, the anger, so forth and so on are, in my opinion, acceptable. However, there are people looting, there are people breaking in places and doing things to businesses and neighborhoods that have nothing to do with what happened in Minnesota. Why are you running through neighborhoods, black neighborhoods, doing the shit that you're doing? And once again, I'm going back and forth between my iPad and my phone because I'm on live and I'm recording myself just so we're clear. But I don't get why we think it's okay to terrorize neighborhoods because we were already quarantined for COVID-19, right? If we're quarantined for COVID-19 and then we all come together to do this bullshit, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? We're already supposed to be in our homes and distancing ourselves from one another because of COVID-19, but we're gonna come together to do bullshit to steal from your own neighborhoods. Your own neighborhood. Like, I don't understand how you can loot and rob in your own shit. Your own shit. Like, I don't, like, what the fuck? People were downtown Chicago doing different things, robbing and stealing and all that type of shit. I don't agree with none of that stealing shit, but I'm like, hey, just being honest, the people downtown, those businesses will probably still be thriving. They have insurance up the ass, but you all are running through your own shit, doing this bullshit, fighting and fucking people up. People lost their lives yesterday and the day before yesterday because of this bullshit. And people think it's cool. It's all type of people trying to indulge in it. And let me tell you something. Seriously speaking, I thought about this in regards to myself. I'm like, damn, people getting this, and that. Let me go ahead and see what I could get. Nah. Me and my wife talked about it. Fuck all of that. If I buy something from somebody, it's just like I'm participating in it. I don't really want that on my soul. I've gone through so many different things in my life, and to add that to it, in my opinion, will throw a hurdle in my path, and I don't need that shit on me. I'm super cool, but I just don't understand. Not half, let me go further. 90% of the people that are participating in this bullshit don't even know what fam's name is that passed away in Minnesota. You don't even know his name. It's George Floyd. But we doing all this bullshit for what? We got on masks and everything, going to Jewel and Aldi and Sam's Club and Family Dollar, Walgreens here and there, but people didn't have on masks last night, going through this bullshit, doing this fool ass shit that they got going on. You don't think that they got cameras? You don't think that they gonna see you? You don't think that it's gonna come up like, yeah, this motherfucker right here got this person on camera pulling up your personal vehicles with the license plate showing and everything, man. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't think they gon' like, come on, man, just think about it. Just think about that. You terrorize your own neighborhood. I went to college and everything. I got a great education. I fucked up at first, but I graduated from college and I'm proud of myself. And I went through some shit, but I still live in the hood. It's still like all this shit. Like I live in the hood. I live in Chicago. I live on the south side. I'm in the hood. And all this shit going on. I bet you it's gonna be fucked up going to Walgreens, we had to drive to fucking Tinley Park this morning to get tissue and toilet paper. That's all we bought from Super Target. That's all we bought was tissue and toilet paper. We had to drive to Tinley Park to get that shit. If you from Chicago, you know like Tinley Park to go get a couple items for the crib. I slept in the living room last night because I wanted to make sure that my family is cool. I got sons and daughters and I got almost 2-year-old triplets. I'm not playing no games with no motherfucking body. And I'm not a tough guy at all. I ain't never portrayed myself to be a tough guy. But, man, you hear me? This shit crazy, man. I don't like, we were already experiencing a pandemic. Face covers, gloves, so forth and so on. But then you come together to do this bullshit. You don't think you spread the shit, dog? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. This shit, like my man Juan just said, this shit is a real life movie. This is a real life movie, man. This real life movie, man. And it's really fucked up that you gotta be like that out here. And then on top of looting and taking bullshit, motherfuckers fighting each other. Then your goofy ass gonna put the shit that you stole on the internet already. Motherfuckers stealing cars and shit from dealerships. You don't think they tracking all that shit, bro? What's wrong? Well, let's think ahead. Don't just think now. I'm 38 years old, so I had a couple bumps on the head a little bit, but learn from other shit that's going on. Use your brain, man, for more than putting a fitted hat on your shit, bro. Like, you have to think ahead of time. You cannot think in the moment. Let me give you a prime example. If you're just a small example. If you're a person that drinks, right, and there's an outing with your kids, family, so forth and so on, you probably need to think before you go all the way and indulge in that. Like, yeah, let me cool out because my mom might be here. I might have to do this with my kids. That's part of thinking ahead, not just thinking in the moment. Let's think ahead. That shit ain't, man, bruh. You gotta be on top of your game. You have to, this shit, like people made it like this. And once again, don't nobody even know my man's name that lost his life. But we doing all this bullshit. Then the police laying back and laying low because they know if they kill a motherfucker or hurt anybody, it's going down. Anywhere, not just Chicago, any fucking where, bruh. No, I'm not a saint. I don't rob and kill and steal and do bullshit, though. I promise to Jesus, I don't hurt nobody. But people got hurt. Businesses got hurt. People not gonna recover from this. Some people put their life savings and shit, and then on top of that, right? We're black people doing most of this shit. There were other colors in there doing, but most of the shit is these black people that I'm referring to, and we fucking up our own shit. We already on quarantine. You don't think the mayor is gonna find some other way to enforce some other bullshit? So you can't be doing what you doing. You can't go outside. You can't go to the store late at night. You know what I'm saying? You know them late night runs to Walgreens where you might need something for the kids. You might need some diapers. You might need some formula. You might be thirsty. You might want a little snack. That's all that's open, but that shit gonna be fucking closed. All the 24-hour Walgreens are limited any motherfucking way. Them shit's gonna be closed, man. And this shit fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up that man had to lose his life, and it's even more fucked up that we're making it worse. I stand on what I'm saying right now. We're making this shit fucking worse, man. Seriously, like, I don't have no beef with nobody. I ain't targeting nobody specifically. I'm talking about the shit everywhere, man. I just looked on some shit in California, man. All these motherfuckers was driving off the lot with Hellcats. They broke in there, stole the keys, found out which one probably go to which car, and drove off. You don't think they gonna find you though? Come on, man. Has some shit going on. Motherfuckers broke in City Sports. I might have been in Inglewood, I don't know, in Chicago. Left they fucking baby. You had your kids with you, bro? Ma'am, you had your child with you in diaper, the police holding the baby. I know some of y'all might have seen the picture. Man, that's fucked up. You have an example to set. It's certain shit I do in my life, like I'm in my basement. I have a man cave. There's an example that I set for my children. There's an example that I set, especially for my sons. I went to Hales Franciscan, it's closed now, but I'm proud. The motto was unto perfect manhood. I'm trying. And I'm going to try to instill that in my sons. I'm going to try to instill being great people to all of my children. But you have an example to set, and you're going to take your kids with you to steal and loot and do bullshit, so that when they grow up and they do it, how are you going to react to it? Is it going to be okay? Are you going to be lenient when your child, when it's the police knock on your door? Sir, ma'am, your child got caught stealing this, and that. How are you going to punish your child given the fact that you did this in front of them? How? How do you punish your child? Having them in the bullshit that you doing. Some people have to do bullshit to survive, so forth and so on. Understood. There's a time and a place for everything, and it's not with your kids. Your kids should not be with you. Like, what's right? What the fuck? Your kids? Come on, man. I got family members that do all type of shit. Their kids don't be nowhere by them. Nowhere. They be somewhere else. Don't matter where, but they be somewhere else. The kids don't be with them when they do their bullshit. We talking about doing bullshit. That's one thing. But things are just coming up in my mind off the top of the head. But you got your kids with you, bro? Since this pandemic, I'm going to be honest with y'all, the triplet's been outside one time because we wanted to get some air on the lake. And there wasn't nobody up there, Larry B there at the time. And we took some pictures. We stayed up there for about an hour, played some music, let my daughters fuck around with the flags that they would use for the Bud Billiken, which is done this year. And we got back in the car and came back to the house. But the triplets ain't even been outside. You gonna have your kids with you doing this bullshit? You can drop them off at auntie house. Man, this shit just really bothering me, bro. This shit really fucking with me because we're fucking up our own shit. We just moved in the house, y'all. It hasn't been a year yet. And we're moving again. It's over. I'm gone. Definitely trying to find another house on my life. Man, Cuzzo, I see you. Tori, I see you. This shit here, man. What Nate say, civil words will not influence the intentions of the opportunistic criminals out there. Save your words of encouragement for those of us devastated by the brutality from law enforcement. Shit crazy, bro. Like, I don't get it. And some people think that this shit is cool. But I'm just digging a little bit deeper. Like, you fucking up shit and you don't even know fam name. You just doing it because you want some free shit. Some people laughed at it, made jokes about it, but I bet you they didn't get their ass in there, which was the smartest thing in the world. Can't involve yourself in that bullshit. They got cameras every fucking way. This is 2020. Everybody's fucking phone was out. Everybody was looking and taking pictures and doing, like, are you kidding me, man? Family is always first, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless of anything you got going on. And I just over my head as to why somebody would have their kids with them doing bullshit. And I mean every word of what I'm saying. I don't even care. That's some bullshit. Why the fuck would you have your kid with you, man? And left him. The police got him. You left him. Are you kidding? Fam, this some bullshit, like for real. To those of you who are not participating in bullshit, I applaud you. Because this ain't right. It's not right. Family Dollar, Walgreens, Jewel, Walmart, Target, all the places where I go to get my kids diapers and milk and shit at. Fucked up. And you know what's crazier? This is the first week of June. Most people link and food stamps and shit come on this week, and you fucked up where you gonna go get your shit at anyway. You went and fucked it up. Shit is crazy, man. Involving your children in this bullshit and involving your life. I don't know. I'm a different type of person. Some people can do shit and just live with it and have it on their conscience. I can't. And I definitely did bullshit in my life. I definitely have. You gotta live right, man. If you live right, shit gonna come back to you the right way. If you don't, shit gonna throw hurdles in your life. What Nate say? Never mind them. We need to be there for those who are protesting for change and demonstrating for the greater good. I can't read the rest of that, Nate. My bad. My man Nate is giving me gems, but for those of you that are just tuning in, I'm talking about the bullshit that's going on. COVID-19 being an issue initially, then no one even knows my man's name. Once again, George Floyd. That happened with the police officer in Minneapolis. Then we're doing all this bullshit looting and spreading COVID-19 more than likely. And people having their fucking kids with them. Fucking up what we got going on in our own neighborhood. Shit hurt. Me and my wife slept in the living room last night. Parked our car somewhere different. And we're moving. Once again. This shit is done. Can't do it no more. But much love to everybody that tuned in, man. I'll holler at y'all.